Steve Smith could lose the Australian captaincy for good, as both he and vice-captain David Warner face lengthy bans for their part in the ball-tampering scandal in South Africa. On the day it emerged that many of Australian cricket's major sponsors were considering their involvement with the sport following Saturday's events in Cape Town, the board's chief executive James Sutherland left for Johannesburg declaring, "We know Australians want answers." He will act on the recommendations of Cricket Australia's Integrity Unit, who continued their inquiry into what led Smith's team to cheat during the third test. Decisions are expected on Tuesday. Smith has already been banned from the final test at the Wanderers starting on Friday, and Warner, a central figure in the Australian leadership group that hatched the plan for opening batsman Cameron Bancroft to rough up one side of the ball, is set to follow suit. Though talk of life bans seems unlikely, Sutherland is under pressure from Australia's Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull to reflect the mood of the nation and take decisive action. The repercussions of the players' decision to break the laws continued to spiral beyond their control. Qantas Airways, cereal brand Sanitarium and Brewers Lion were among several sponsors who indicated that their involvement with Australian cricket was in jeopardy. A spokesman for Sanitarium said, "The actions taken by the team in South Africa don't align with our own values. Sanitarium does not condone cheating in sport." Their concerns were reflected by Lion. "Like the rest of Australia, we're deeply concerned. This is not what you'd expect from anyone in sport at any level." Tim Paine, the acting captain who was recalled to the test side for the Ashes after 7 years away, admitted, "It's been a horrible 24 hours. The reality and enormity of what has happened has started to sink in." Meanwhile, MCC, who preside over the laws of cricket, called for a major shift in attitude and culture of all those with responsibility for leadership within the game, to give young players the kind of role models who will uphold standards, preserve cricket and, vitally, the spirit of cricket for future generations. Perhaps the least expected intervention came from Theresa May. The Prime Minister, whose cricketing hero is Geoffrey Boycott, claimed she was shocked and bitterly disappointed by the controversy. A spokesman added, "The Prime Minister is clear that cheating has absolutely no place in cricket or indeed in any sport." Australia's coach Darren Lehmann could also face a fight for his job. Smith insisted on Saturday that Lehmann had no knowledge of the plans to cheat, but the coach was spotted on a walkie-talkie to 12th man Peter Handscomb, who promptly went on the field to alert Bancroft that his behaviour had been picked up by South African TV crews. Moments later, Bancroft stuffed the offending sticky tape down the front of his trousers. John Buchanan, one of Lehmann's predecessors, told the BBC, "It is unusual as the teams are walking out that the coach is unaware of what's about to happen." He went on, "Personally, I don't think Steve Smith can continue as captain. It may be his first major error, but it is such an enormous error of judgment. Hopefully he can continue as a player, but I would have thought there is very little opportunity for him to retain his position as captain." The fate of Smith, who has stepped down as captain of IPL franchise Rajasthan Royals, may also be influenced by the importance of CA's ongoing talks to secure a lucrative broadcast rights deal for the next 5 years. The appeal of Australia's cricketers to the public is especially important to the commercial pulling power of the family-orientated 2020 Big Bash League. It is estimated that in the year ending June 30, 2017, CA raked in more than £180 million from media, sponsorship and gate receipts. Anything that threatens that prosperity will not be looked upon kindly.